People don't care about quality as much as they care about storytelling. Storytelling is the number one thing that matters. You can see a bunch of pretty pictures, but if there's nothing to combine them or connect them, who cares? That's why at the current moment in time, AI is just whatever it is. Yeah, you can create some cool stuff, but you can't link it together in a story that makes cohesive sense. And because of that, no one is going to be invested. Storytelling overpowers visuals by far. If you can,
You know what? He isn't wrong, but at the same time of like, you know what, who we are, like especially who I am as a creator, I feel like I should just be posting what I want to do, especially with what I've been doing recently, which is the reason why I put my name as Where's Kyle isn't because I grew up as like, you know, when I was a kid, I would always wear a black and white striped polo every single day. Not every single day, but like a lot of times. That's where I got my name, Where is Kyle, and I've had that since 7th grade. I had that name since 7th grade, and I kept it on for until now. But the real meaning behind what my name is to show, yeah, these different places, different restaurants, cafes, stores that I go to on a day-to-day. And, you know, a lot of my friends are just like, dude, I just see you everywhere. It's because I want to show that, you know, you're not restricted on doing all these things. If you see something that interests you, then you should just go for it. With me, I've always loved people that travel because one of my goals is to travel a lot, especially. And I want to put myself out there somewhere that's so uncomfortable. And I want to make something and I want to show the world that, like, you know, what I'm doing right now is what I want to do. And what I want to do is to show other people that there is so much more to do than whatever you guys are comfortable with. And if you put yourself out there and you make yourself uncomfortable, then all the other things that you will be doing will be more comfortable. You know what I mean? Back then, I was very, very like antisocial and was scared to talk to a lot of people that I don't know, especially. And the one thing that I got used to a lot is definitely putting myself out there in places where I don't even know anyone, where I would just sit there and have zero connection with anyone. Maybe talk here or there, but not even a single not even a single thing about this person that I know. That is something that I love to do just because I get to talk about whatever they are interested in. Hopefully I can relate. That's the same thing with coffee. Coffee is such a huge thing that I wasn't, you know, I wasn't really educated on. Coffee is, I didn't know, has so many different, like, how coffee is made, different drinks, what kind of coffee beans they use, what is the best milk for a latte, what's the best way to make black coffee, what is and just all these different variations. It's the same thing with trying to put yourself out there, especially as a content creator or someone that is just trying to put yourself in a place where you just want to meet new people or do things that you've never done before. I want to show a lot of people to put themselves in a place that is so uncomfortable to be comfortable in. That's the whole, because like I said, I was very antisocial. And then now I'm talking to a bunch of people from where I live to all the way across the world. And I will definitely show you guys, like, I'll show you guys, like, my whole, like I said, my whole journey. That last video I posted, that video was crazy. You know why? Because I looked at what happened in 2020 when everything, you know, lockdown, COVID, all that. I went from gaming, strictly gaming, basically in this room, then moved all my content to the outside world. And that's something that I was not comfortable with. But since everyone is starting to make content, everyone is starting to make all these different videos and just going out in general, as someone that hasn't even seen that side of the world, is something that's very, very cool and something that makes you as a person who you are. That's why I'm not a fat ass, I swear, but I mean, maybe I am, but I love going to these different cafes. I love going to these different restaurants. I love doing all of this, you know, putting a camera down and just recording me literally edit or work, like do some other stuff, outreach, all that other stuff, like literally everything, emails, trying to find different niches to do, finding different restaurants, cafes, different stuff that, different stuff, like different activities. That's all I want to do. That is something that I want to do strictly to show that there is so much more in the world that a lot of us have not experienced yet, especially for the younger audience. People that don't know what to do in their life, they can choose to either go into school or follow whatever they want to do. Because school, like I said, school is something is a lot of people love to go to school. I'm someone that doesn't. I hate school. I see no point of me being in school. Maybe in the future for sure, but if content doesn't go my way, then yeah, I'll go back to school because there's other plans that I do have with school. But my main goal right now is to focus on what I have in front of me, which is what I had for the past about 6 years now, and which is my YouTube channel, my Instagram, and I guess my TikTok. But still, I feel like showing the world what I do based on the audience that I probably have now. Maybe you guys are older than me, maybe you guys are younger than me, to show that there are so many things to do out in the world. If you guys are stuck, don't know what to do, there's always an alternative to find who you are. And that's what's so special about just going outside for a walk. Something meaningful can happen to you when you're going for a walk, going for a drive, listening to music, because sometimes music has meaning in them that you guys don't even know. That's why when I react to a lot of music, sometimes it could be meaningful, sometimes it could be about their past, their love life, anything. Everything that happens is just like with music is just unique because you get to relate to whatever the artist is talking about, and that's what makes music amazing. Same thing with what different hobbies that you guys enjoy, like you guys want to adventure or even have right now. Because with me, I just picked up golf, which is crazy. Never in my life I would think of doing golf. Maybe when I get older, but in my 20s, I didn't even think I would pick up golf. That's the most craziest thing ever. I picked up golf. I go to the range and I just hit. Yeah, I can hit the ball, but it's not perfect. But it's just something that, for me, it's a stress reliever. Because, you guys know I play tennis, but I also need one other person to be there so I can play tennis. But with golf, it's something I can sit down, either just listen to whatever's around me or put on my AirPods, listen to music. It's something that I can sit down and reflect. And also, indeed, having a journal too is something that is helpful. But these different hobbies can also mean so many different things. That's why I picked up a camera for myself. That's why I pressed the go live button on here now. And even like making old videos. If you guys don't know, my old videos were just a bunch of clips with me and my friends in it. It was just a bunch of funny moments. Picking up the camera also for me, showing these somewhat cinematic shots and a bunch of other things too, is just something that I feel is it feels empowering. I want to put myself out there to show that this is my life, this is what I want to do with my life, but also show my audience that, if you guys are stuck, you guys don't know what to do with your life, you don't know what kind of future you guys want, there's always an alternative in the most positive way. Because if you're thinking of doing the other thing, you know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to say it on here, like doing that, yeah, sure, I had those ideas too, but picking up something like this camera that is literally recording me right now, and I am literally live right now on my Twitch channel that I grew since 2020, stopped because I got lost and I got back into it just recently. And that's what makes everything so amazing about picking up something that you have passion in and trying to change that into maybe your future job, or even just something that you just like having on the side that makes you happy. And that's what's so cool about the internet and about how you can make all these connections with a bunch of these other people. That's why I do have the name Where is Kyle. That is why, because I want to show you, like I said, I want to show you guys what I do. I want to hopefully my videos inspire you guys to go out and do your own things, especially with friends. Because with these people in my videos, I just recently met 6 months ago, literally 6 months ago, or there's a couple of them that I've known for a very long time. I just haven't hung out with them a lot. These two guys are completely amazing. I love having them in my life. I want to say Ashton is a really amazing guy, very funny, loves to rage bait, fuck you. And he's just someone that I can just go to, sit down and just talk if I need to talk, but also I can also have fun with this guy outside. And another person that I would like to shout out to, literally met 6 months ago, is Gian, aka Gyoza. On like, I'll put their Instagrams down below. Just them in general. Gian is someone I just met from a Jason stream. I saw him go live. I hit him up because I saw him that he started watching one of my vlogs that I posted, and I brought him out with me one day, and I showed him like, oh, this is what I do. I vlog. I also make content. I also stream. Talked about that, and then he picked up into it, and then he's been also going to do these other different stuff, and just all of us together. So a group that I would never think that would ever get together in my life changed into a family. And that's what I love about meeting new people, because you can bring in people that you've talked to for a long time to people that you just met recently. And now having a family together, doing these different things, TwitchCon, going out to fucking Seaside, or even like anywhere, literally anywhere. Dude, we went. There was a random time. Me and my other friend, we just went out Christmas shop, right? No camera, no nothing. Just went out. Because that day I got hit. Some car hit me. It was really dumb. So he took me out. We went to go shopping, Christmas shopping. Went to go get food. Then we went over to a little like boba shop and we met up. And also we got dragged to go to a cafe. Then after that cafe, we went to go get tacos. And all of a sudden, my friend's like, yo, we should go. I said this, yo, we should go to UCR one day. It'd be so funny, especially when school school comes back, right? And my friend's like, yeah, sure. He's like, oh, you know who lives by UCR? Is my girlfriend. So we're like, oh, damn. All right. Motherfucker says drag like he didn't bring. No. Okay, listen. I said let's go to UCR, right? I know you were there too, Robert. Okay, this is Robert. I hung out with Robert before all this. I went to UCR. No, okay. So before I was talking to Gian about going to UCR. I was like, yo, Gian, we should go to UCR. It'd be funny. Oh, mean about time? No, dude. We said that to piss off Gian. Okay. Gian. No, because we were okay. It was okay. Here's the whole full story with everyone's names in it. So it's Robert, Ashton, Gian. Okay, dude, we go to this boba shop. We meet up with Ashton. Me and Ashton are talking back and forth like, oh, Gian's fake ass. You know, he's only like a 10-minute drive from where we're at. Then motherfucker pulls up with because in our group chat he goes, bro, I'm so bored at home. He drives to the boba shop we were at, and we were like, bro, we saw him moving too on our Find My. We're like, yo, this guy's driving, and we're like, oh, this is probably going to someone's place. Then he moves, and we hear his car come down the street. So okay, he's here. Let's go to About Time. So we went to About Time, and after About Time, we got our drinks. We went to go get tacos. Then after tacos, I mentioned like, yo, we should go to UCR one day. And then Ashton goes, oh, my girlfriend's in UCR, but lives by UCR. Then we get driven to UCR, and we get there around like midnight. Bro, I'm like, what is going on? But yeah, dude, I don't know. Basically, that is like how my life has been. Especially like, I'm telling you, with people that I've been with my whole entire life, and bringing in people that I just met recently and now coming together, and now we're all like family now, is just crazy. That, like I said, the whole point of my name is to hopefully inspire people to go out, even if it's with new people or people that want to go out and have the same interests as you. Because also, again, if you have the people with the same interests as you, it helps you improve on whatever you want to do. That's why I met all these people. My friend Colin, he's an editor. He's probably like the number one person that really, really inspired me, because I've known this guy since 8th grade, but I didn't like know him back then until as of recently. I mean, we would go to like parties and stuff like that. We would see each other at parties, like gatherings, stuff like that. But never have I thought that I would, first off, him and I first finally, like, we first started talking when we took a trip to San Diego with a bunch of our friends. And in one of these times, I remember I was talking to my friends. They're like, oh, I'm gonna wake up early, probably like 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna go to a cafe. Colin goes, yo, I'd be so down to go to a cafe. I'm like, yeah, dude, I got so much shit to do. I have to edit so many clips, YouTube videos I have to post. He's like, oh yeah, dude, I have to do the same thing too. So guess what? That's when we first basically like met. We started going to we went to a cafe down in San Diego, probably like 7 o'clock in the morning, and we just talked. He talked to me about the people how long he's been in the space for, who he worked for, and basically the same thing. I told him like all about this stuff. Dude, I never knew that this guy would work for so many creators that I watched when I was actually a creator back then in 2020, 2021, that era when Minecraft was huge. And it's just sick that he worked with all these people. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, very soon you guys will get to know who this guy is. So that video is coming out later. But from meeting him, from actually talking to him for the first time, like actually sit down, talk to him, telling me what he does 2 years ago till now, like our relationship has gone way bigger. And the same thing with Gian and Ashton. I met them 6 months ago, and look at us now. We're like, at this point, we're like best friends. Like that shit's insane. That's why going out is so. And if you want to go out, explore yourself, meet new people, find these different things that you want to do, and find these interests that you want to like discover that you never thought that you would have, is the best thing you could do. That's why I choose to go out a lot, either to a cafe, Overlook, some like a place where even window shopping, dude. I love window shopping. But I feel like I've been dragging this for a little bit too long. But like I said, all that is the reason why my name is Where is Kyle. Is to show that the meaning of going out is way more impactful than someone having then sitting down. I'm not sitting down. Then having something that's really, really repetitive. And it's something that you guys, like, I don't know. If you guys enjoy it, then that's you guys, you know. If you guys enjoy what you're doing, then keep going. But I know there's a lot of people out there that are lost, you know, either don't know what to do with their life, got out of a relationship, don't know what to do. They're stuck, or even like not feeling mentally there. Then go out on your own, or even bring a friend with you and explore, find something that you love to do, something that you've never do something you've never experienced before. And one of those things, it will definitely impact you in a way. In this video that I'm watching right now, even though you may have a boring life, there's always something unique in you that makes your life so unique. I don't think that made any sense, but basically, like, yeah, your life may be boring, but there's always something unique about you. Do the stuff that you want to do. Do the stuff that makes you happy.